Hey guys, today as promised I'm going to be going through my CD collection. Now I'm going to have to do this over a few parts because I've got quite a few, and I'm hoping to explain exactly what a CD is as well. So a lot of these, I'll be honest, I haven't actually sat down and watched because a lot of them don't interest me. Some like old type films, but I got them with the player, so I'm going to include them in the video and show you them. So the first one I've got is Rod Stewart live in the Los Angeles Forum. Now it's in a blue caddy, so that means it's in stereo. The white caddy is a mono and the blue caddy is a stereo. So that's that one. I'll show you what the actual inside of a caddy looks like in a minute when I get to a disc that's knackered, because I don't want to damage any of my decent discs. Next one I've got is A Long Good Friday. I probably will actually watch this one at some point, but I've not actually seen it yet. Another one I've got here is Murder by Decree. I think this is a Sherlock Holmes one. Possibly watch this, but not 100% I'd watch that one. The next one I've got is Paul Newman in Fort Apache, the Bronx. I'm not showing you the back of these, there's actually stuff on the backs as well of these. Another one, stereo, John Travolta's Blowout. Might watch it, not quite sure, I've not really heard anything about that one. Now here's one I have seen, but not on CD, I've got this on Laserdisc as well. Is the American Werewolf in London. And that's it's quite a good film actually, that one. The next one I've got is The Champ. Now same again, stereo, but I'll probably not watch this one unless anyone can tell me that it's actually a decent film where it doesn't really float me boat. Now these are all, I don't know if you can see that, they're all PAL UK ones as well, these. I have got some American ones from my other player, but I'll do a different video for those. Now next one I've got is Arsenic and Old Lace. Now I probably definitely won't watch this one, this is just one of the ones that just probably won't interest me. The next one I've got is Carnal Knowledge, and it has quite an interesting front. I don't know who that is, but she's got awfully nice tits. Anyway, that's that one. The next one, Owl and the Pussycat, with Barbara Streisand. She was actually looking quite fit, I didn't think she was. Midnight Express, the next one. I probably will actually see this one at some point, but I've not watched it yet. Now here's a good one that I watched. This was one of the first ones I watched on the CD player. It is the Complete Beatles. There's a lot of good rare footage on this, and if you have actually got a CD player, this is probably one of the titles that you do want to try and track down and get, because it is definitely one to have in your collection. So definitely check that one out. Next one I've got is Rocky 2. Now I've seen this, but I've not actually watched it on here yet, on the CD, but this is a stereo one. But I will get round to watching that at some point, but I'm sure everyone has seen Rockies, so there's no point in going into those anyway. The next one I've got is another one I will watch, I have seen before, is Easy Rider. Not actually a bad film at all, this one, but I don't know what the quality will be like on this. The reason I've not actually seen so many of these is because I'm actually restoring my UK PAL player, and I'm waiting for some parts to come from America. I've ordered a new stylus cartridge, which is like the needle that reads the discs, and also I'm waiting for some tighter belts to come, so it's not quite as noisy when it's loading. But anyway, I digress. Going on to the next one is The Deep. Now, and this is another one that I haven't seen before, or so I think. I might have seen it when I was younger, but this is one that I definitely will watch. This looks really good. There's some like good little bits on the back there. is actually one that is quite a favourite film of mine from when I was a bit young. It's a black and white one, but nevertheless a good film. It's Forbidden Planet. Now unfortunately this is in mono, but it doesn't really take away from anything because it was shot as that because of when it was. I mean, it was like a 1940s film, I think, this one. So it was an early film anyway. I can't exactly tell you exactly when it was, but it was. Here's one that I probably will watch, even though it's an old one. Is Charlie Chaplin's The City Lights. I'm not a big Chaplin fan, but I've not really seen much of it, his stuff before, and it'll just be interesting to see how this plays on a CD player, because it's a silent presentation, obviously. So I want to see if there's a little bit of pop and crackle like there is on another on your standard albums. The next one I've got is Murder by Death. One that I probably, once again, I won't probably be watching. The California Dolls looks interesting, but I'm not entirely sure what that one's about. Another one I've got is The Boys from Brazil, which seems fairly decent. Another one is Kramer versus Kramer. Not seen this one, but it could be interesting. The Sailor Who Fell from the Sea, or the Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea. Sorry, I'm not really sure what that one's about, but I might watch it because it says something about horror on the front of it, so we'll see. Here's one that I will probably watch because of the cool little razor blade thing on the back of it. It's Dressed to Kill. Like you can see that picture there, that looks pretty damn sweet, so I'll give that one a watch. That's Entertainment. I think it's Fred Astaire, is it? Yes, it is Fred Astaire. Here's one that's knackered, so I can actually show you what the disc looks like if we're quick. Now, don't do this with one that's fully working, because you run the risk of actually damaging it. But there's some little catchers just down here, look, and if you pop the thing, you can see that it's a two-sided black vinyl record that is played by the CD player. So that's just a quick look see at what it is. So when you put it into the player, it ejects it. You take this cartridge out, and it leaves the disc and the inner caddy inside the player. I'm nearly finished now. The next one I've got is Taxi Driver. I've watched this one as well because it's quite a good film. Really quite a good one actually. I enjoyed it. Although I don't know if it was because the stylus is knackered, but it did jump a couple of times while I was watching it. Yes, another one that I've seen, and I'm sure a lot of you will have seen. If you've not, it is a good film. It is stir crazy. That is probably all I've got time for today, although I do have some more, and I will be doing another video at some point. But if you want to subscribe to me, please do. And I will be showing you some more CDs, laser discs. I'm putting some other rare bumpers and retro technology on very shortly. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.